This meeting of the Eureka Springs City Council will now come to order. Madam Clerk, would you establish quorum, please?
Butch Berry.
Present.
Ken Pelnall.
Here.
Dean Kirkpatrick.
Here.
James DeVito.
Here.
Laney Balance.
I'm here.
Janet Alexander.
Here.
We have a quorum. Everyone stand for the Pledge of Allegiance, please. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. Need a motion for approval of the agenda?
So moved. Second.
Motion's been made and seconded. Any discussion on the agenda?
I have an addition. There's an application from Frank Green for the Cemetery Commission.
Okay. Any discussion on Mr. Green's application for the Cemetery Commission? If not, all in favor say aye.
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 Any opposed?
Excuse me, what are we voting?
The agenda.
The agenda. Did you have a comment, sir? Okay, I'm sorry.
Are we done addressing additions?
No, sir. We were just
Okay, just
putting
that
this in.
one. Okay. I'd like further discussion on procedures of this table during meetings.
Second.
Motion been made to and seconded to add further discussion about procedures. Any discussion on that one? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carried. Anything else? Okay. We'll throw Mr. Green's name in the pot. Okay. Yes, ma'am.
I believe there was also an application for Frank Green for HDC in our packet. Along with
I do not have
cemetery.
that one.
I had both of them.
I wasn't aware of it. It wasn't given to us. It was just for cemetery.
Okay, there were two. There was one for HDC and one for cemetery.
Is there? Okay.
They look almost identical. That might have been.
Well, my assistant says yes, there is. So
Okay.
it's my bad for not having it up there.
Okay.
But
Do you know what position?
For HDC.
But not which.
No. Yeah.
any discussion on that? Yes, sir.
I question that because the only one I got was for the Cemetery Commission, and I think we need to know if there is one for HDC for certain,
Yes,
and what position.
She says there is. She's going to go get it. Be just a few minutes and she'll be right back. You want to pass this one around so you can take a look at it, Mr. Green? We'll get the other one circulated as soon as it gets here.
Cemetery. Well, this is the cemetery one I'm looking at.
Yes.
Okay.
We're bringing the other one up now. Any other discussion on the agenda?
Are you considering this as the nomination?
Yes.
for this one?
Yes. Green's been on there quite a while, 14 years, well, it says on here he served 14 years on HDC and the cemetery about the same, so. Apparently it's a man that's willing to serve on a commission or two. Thank you, sir.
It references his HDC time.
Went with the file downstairs, and the only one we have is for the cemetery. Going through all of them, so. Okay, he is been submitted for nomination to the council. Any other discussions on the agenda? Yes, sir.
I don't know if this needs to be under procedures. We need to take a look at the personnel manual policies and some of the resolutions that have been passed recently that in the past have been incorporated into the personnel manual by ordinance, or at least referenced into the personnel manual that aren't currently. Excuse me.
Such as?
Well, the one that I'm referring to is the DPR was originally done by ordinance and put into the personnel manual, and then whenever the council approved partnership benefits, it was only done by resolution, which makes it a separate part of, not part of the personnel manual. And
Okay.
again, for consistency, it appears that it should go into the personnel manual.
Any other discussion on that?
We have a committee, targeted committee that needs to do that.
Okay. Anything else? All right. So now we'll vote on approval of the agenda. Yes, sir.
Move that we approve the agenda as amended.
Motion been made to approve as amended.
Second.
Second. Made and seconded. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Motion carried. Motion to discuss approval of the minutes for February 3rd, 2011.
So moved.
Second.
Made and seconded. Any discussion on this one? All right. All in favor, say aye.
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 Any opposed? Motion carried. Next will be commission, committee, and authority reports and vacancies on each of the committees and commissions. Mr. Jordan, why don't you go ahead and start for the CAPC.
Thank you, Council. Mayor Joe Joy. I'm the chair of the CAPC Commission. Joanne Gropner, our interim executive director, could not be here this evening, so she asked me to pass a few things on. She is currently working on the spring media campaign program, and that is almost complete and should be out and completely finished in the next week or so. In addition to that, she has done a great job in renegotiating some of the rates that we pay. We're no longer paying rate card, and we're also currently getting discounts for being our own agency. So that's quite a savings to the CAPC for this year. On other matters, we have a meeting on Tuesday to review 3 vendors that have applied for doing our website over. And our next meeting is going to be Wednesday at 4 o'clock. Anybody that would like to come is invited. If there's any questions, I'd be happy to answer them.
Any questions? Thank you, sir.
All right, thank you.
All right. We have position 1 and position 6 open on the Planning Commission. We have position 1 open on Parks. Position 2 and position 4 and 5, 4 and 5 on the Hospital Committee. We submitted Mr. Mitchell's application last time for approval. This time, what's the council's wish on that? Mr. Pennell.
I make a motion we approve David Mitchell for position 6, expiring 9/7/15 for the hospital.
Motion made. Is there a second?
Second.
Motion made and seconded. Any discussion on it before we vote? All right. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Mr. Mitchell is on position number 6. Last time we submitted an application for Marty Cogan for position number 4. In the interim, we have had Mr. Scott Bounds resign from the HDC, and I had a conversation with Glenda today, and she'd like to leave Doug Britling at number 4 and change Marty to position number 1. What's the council's wish on that?
The expiration dates.
Mr. Mayor,
Yes, sir.
does that mean that Mr. Britling will be remaining on the HDC?
As number 4, yes, sir,
Okay.
for the time being. We're just moving Marty back to number 1.
Number 1 or number 5?
I have position number 1 here. She's nominated for number 4 last time.
I move that we approve Marty Cogan for position 1.
Second.
Hannah?
Are we where we can discuss yet, or do we have to?
Yes, sir.
How can we approve her if there's some? Did you say Scott Bounds resigned or Britling resigned?
Mr. Bounds resigned.
Okay, I'm sorry. Okay.
Yeah, apparently he sent us an email today stating that apparently due to his health and moving, he is no longer able to fulfill the position. So, yes, sir.
For point of clarification, the nomination for 4 showed 13. Are we going to, then will her term stay at 11/30/12?
Yes, sir. I believe it'll have to.
Okay.
I don't think we can change that here. Any other discussion on it? Okay, motion made and seconded for Ms. Cogan to be nominated to position number 1. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carried. Any other business under the commission committee? Mr. DeVito.
Since Frank Green has served on the Cemetery Commission, I see no reason that we wait 2 weeks on his nomination. So I would go ahead and move to accept his nomination for Cemetery